Warning: if psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offend you, click off this video because the things I'm about to teach in this video are politically offensive and can damage an individual's mental health. Use it at your own risk. Ever wonder why, despite giving it your all, you always seem to be left in the dust? Why the rules of the game seem rigged against you, pushing you further away from the finish line rather than propelling you towards victory? Imagine this. There's a guy. Let's call him Alex. Alex has always been the epitome of the nice guy. He's the one who's always there for his friends, goes out of his way to make sure everyone is happy, and when it comes to dating, he's the textbook gentleman. Flowers on the first date, always respectful, and never pushes boundaries. Yet despite doing everything right, Alex finds himself incidentally single. Each relationship or potential relationship seems to fizzle out before it really gets going. He watches, bewildered, as others, who seem to put in half the effort, sail smoothly into romantic sunsets with their partners. Frustrated and a bit heartbroken, he starts to wonder if being the nice guy is really worth it. This story isn't unique to Alex. In fact, it's a narrative familiar to many. Maybe it even reminds you of yourself. It's that perplexing situation where following the so-called rules of dating doesn't seem to lead to the desired outcome. And it begs the question, is there something more to attraction and connection than just being nice? If you're tired of playing by the rules only to finish last, you're in the right place. Today, I'm unlocking the vault to the forbidden secrets of attraction. Here are a few dark tips to get women to want you.
Would you die for me?
Yes.
That's too easy. Would you live for me?
Rule number 1. Uncertainty principle. Understand this, my brothers. The human heart craves the unknown, the thrill of the chase, the electric buzz of uncertainty. It's a game of cat and mouse, where the prize is not just the catch, but the hunt itself. This principle, my brothers, is your first tool in forging deeper, more obsessive connections. It's about mastering the art of balance, of push and pull, giving and withholding. Imagine this. You meet someone. There's a spark, an initial rush of interest. The mistake most make is laying all their cards on the table too soon, showering their interest with relentless attention, affection, and promises of undying love. This, my friends, is where they falter. The mystery evaporates. The chase ends before it even begins, and with it, the interest wanes. Enter the uncertainty principle. Your move is to inject a dose of mystery into the equation. Send her a message, let her know you're thinking of her, and then step back into the shadows. Give her a taste of your affection, a glimpse of your interest, and then pull back, leaving her wondering, yearning for more. This dance of visibility and invisibility, presence and absence, keeps the flame of curiosity alive. Why does this work? It's simple. Uncertainty fuels obsession. When she can't predict your next move, can't read your next play, it consumes her thoughts. She finds herself drawn into your orbit, craving your attention, your validation. She becomes a willing participant in this emotional roller coaster, one you're at the helm of controlling. But heed this warning, my brothers. Wield this principle with care and respect. The aim is to build a magnetic pull that makes your connection irresistible. Rule number 2, the forbidden desire. Brothers, as we delve deeper into the playbook of attraction, we uncover a truth as old as time itself. Rule number 2, the forbidden desire. It's a primal instinct, a yearning for what is just beyond our reach, what we're told we cannot have. This rule taps into the very fabric of human desire, turning the chase into a hunt for the ultimate prize. Consider the allure of the forbidden fruit, its power to entice simply because it's declared off limits. Become the man she can't have but desperately wants. You need to master the art of presence and absence. It's about creating a sense of exclusivity around yourself, making your time, your attention, a luxury that's not easily obtained. In practice, this means setting boundaries, making it clear that your world doesn't revolve around her. When you make yourself scarce, when you're not readily available at every beck and call, you create a vacuum, a void that she feels compelled to fill. Your absence ignites a deeper craving, transforming casual interest into fervent desire. But remember, my brothers, The key here is balance. It's not about playing games or being distant to the point of disconnect. It's about valuing your time, your individuality, and letting that scarcity drive her desire. By being that forbidden fruit, you're a challenge, a quest she's determined to conquer. Rule number 3, drama magnet. Moving on, we uncover the third pillar of our strategy, becoming a drama magnet. Now, hear me out. I'm not talking about bringing chaos into your life, but rather about understanding the magnetic pull of emotional intensity. Have you ever wondered why the allure of the bad boy seems timeless? It's not the disregard for rules that's enticing, but the whirlwind of emotions they represent, the drama, the thrill, the unpredictability. To embody this rule, you don't need to transform into someone you're not. Instead, you need to inject excitement and unpredictability into your interactions. Stir the pot of emotions. Create moments that leave her feeling a spectrum of emotions, from the highs of elation to the anxious anticipation of the unknown. In essence, become the storm that sweeps her off her feet and the shelter she seeks refuge in. This is about being the architect of memorable experiences, the kind that etch themselves into the mind, leaving a craving for more. It's about being unpredictable, not in a way that causes distress, but in a way that keeps her on her toes, eager for the next chapter in the unfolding drama of your interactions. My brothers, to be a drama magnet is to understand that humans thrive in emotions. We're drawn to situations that make us feel alive, that change up how boring everything is. By becoming the source of these feelings, you position yourself as someone indispensable, someone who lights up her world with the spectrum of human emotion. The essence lies in creating a dynamic that fosters deep, obsessive desire. It's a delicate balance of push and pull, of showing her a world where you are the prize, and the journey to winning you over is filled with the thrill of the chase and the drama of conquest. Rule number 4, mastering the emotional puppeteer technique. Becoming an emotional puppeteer involves mastering the intricate art of emotional manipulation, a strategy not for the faint of heart. It's a deliberate process of weaving a complex web of emotions, planting seeds of doubt, fostering feelings of jealousy, and then positioning yourself as the only savior in her eyes. This tactic revolves around the manipulative control of emotions to create a dependency that's hard to break. You pull her strings, delicately crafting moments of joy and despair, ensuring she experiences extreme highs and devastating lows. As she becomes increasingly entangled in your emotional labyrinth, the idea of a life without your presence becomes unfathomable to her. To deepen this bond, you engage in a cycle of love bombing, showering her with compliments and affection, making her feel like the center of your world. This phase is crucial as it elevates her emotional attachment to you, making the subsequent withdrawal even more jarring. Abruptly, you pull away, creating a void. You become distant, leaving her in a state of confusion and helplessness. She's left wondering if she's at fault, questioning her worth, and whether she's doing enough to keep the relationship afloat. This technique is underpinned by the principle of emotional unpredictability. By controlling the emotional climate of the relationship, you ensure she remains off balance, never quite sure of her standing or your next move. It's a game of emotional chess where you're always several moves ahead, manipulating scenarios to ensure she remains loyal, devoted, and most importantly, under your influence. She's led to believe that any emotional turmoil is a consequence of her actions, thereby never gaining the upper hand. You're ensuring self-preservation and avoiding vulnerability at all costs. By keeping her in a constant state of emotional confusion, you create a dynamic where she's perpetually trying to bridge the emotional gap, clinging to the hope of returning to those fleeting moments of affection. In this way, you maintain control, safeguarding yourself from potential emotional harm and ensuring that you never get hurt. It's a manipulative dance of emotional highs and lows, where you're always the puppeteer and she's the puppet. Listen, I know what you're thinking. These rules, they're dark, they're powerful. But in a world where nice guys finish last, sometimes you need to delve into the shadows to come out on top. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use these rules to protect your heart, to build an empire of two where you reign supreme. As always, stay focused and be sure to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Stay blessed.